Pop's Daylight Donuts, man, they've got the best tasting donuts, sausage wraps, pastries in Northeast Oklahoma. And also, if you'll tell the staff there, hey, Scott Townsend said to give me a large spicy pig, they'll give you a free large spicy sausage wrap. But you have to tell them Scott Townsend sent you. So tell them, hey, Scott Townsend told me to tell you to give me a large spicy pig. So there's the offer. There's the call to action. So go to Pop's Daylight Donuts. Say hi to Mark for me. And yeah, go to Pop's Daylight Donuts and get you some. The other sponsor is Castafly Outdoor Adventures.
Adventure. That's where it begins. We look to create and document our moments in time while embracing the majestic wonder and beauty of the great outdoors. Our quest is to explore the back roads of the Ozarks, camping, fishing, and just getting lost. Refresh your spirit and join us on our next adventure.
Paul and his crew invite you to subscribe to the Castafly Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel.
Welcome to the Scott Townsend Show, brought to you by Dietzo Man Productions.
Hey, this is Scott Townsend. Thanks for joining the Scott Townsend Show. And today, once again, I have with me Mark McKinnon. Mark, how's it going?
Going great, Scott.
So, Mark and I have been going through my list of 57 things that I would tell my younger self, advice that I would give my younger self. And we've done this now for 4 or 5 episodes so far. So now today, of the 57 pieces of advice, I asked Mark to pick a number between 1 and 57, and we would talk about that one just for a little bit. So we picked number 1, and so here we are. So the number 1 is...
No particular order here, just number
Right.
1.
Always leave hotel room service personnel some money each day you're there. If you want to be somebody's hero, just leave some cash on the bed when you're business travel or whatever. What I would used to do is because they're handling your stuff, and you want them to take care of your stuff while you're not there. Plus, they don't get paid very much, and it's kind of a servant-like. I mean, it's really a servant position. So I always carry $2 bills with me. So I'll fold a couple of $2 bills, and I'll take that little notepad that you find in the hotel rooms, and I'll write housekeeping or for housekeeping on it. I'll set those $2 bills on top of it. You know, if I'm there 5 days, they get something every day. And I don't know, I never have seen anybody pick. Of course, I'm not in the room when they come by, but I always enjoy thinking that they probably really enjoyed getting that little bit of cash. And then I get to thinking also, what would happen if everybody in the hotel did that for the ladies and some of the guys that are in housekeeping? It's just a couple of bucks, you know. $4 if you leave two $2 bills, but you could leave a 5 also, or a couple of 1s, or just something. But at the end of the day, that could really mean something to a lot of folks.
Yeah, I agree. My wife, when we were first married, she worked as a house cleaner at the family hotel during the summer, and it's probably the most unappreciated job in the industry. Actually, guest services in a hotel, those people, even when not compensated, have to still smile, still have to be kind, still have to do the job. And since I worked at a hotel for 7 years, as a bellman when I began and as a valet, I had firsthand experience of how people felt about getting tips, especially maids.
Really?
They commented about it all the time.
Really?
Yeah, it was the highlight of their week when someone left them money, because week after week after week after week, they're making your bed, they're throwing they're handling your dirty towels, hopefully not your dirty underwear. Hopefully you didn't leave it in the corner, but you might have. Your trash, your junk, wiping down your screens. They're fluffing your pillows. They're getting you new towels. Things that, let's just think about our mothers. Our moms did that our whole life, right? And it's the most underappreciated job ever. How many times did you tell your mom, "Hey, thanks for there being towels in the bathroom,
Right?
Washcloths in the bathroom, soap in the dish,
Soap, new fresh soap,
shampoo." You know what I mean? So these people,
spotless.
to me, it's a very important thing to. It's like you said to them, "You're worth something,"
Right.
because really, those people, Scott, they make. Housekeepers aren't like bellmen or valets, but they make somewhere in the neighborhood of, at that point in time when I was going, $5.50, $6 an hour. Maybe today $7.50, $8. They don't get full pay because they figure they're going to get tips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so many times the maids would say to me, "Hey, I did all this stuff for these people, went the extra mile for them, and they left me nothing." Well, we call that being stiffed in the business. They gave me nothing, no appreciation. So it wasn't whether you left $10 or $20 or $50. It was that you left something, like you just mentioned, $2 bill. That $1 every day means a tremendous amount to them.
$2 bills.
Okay, or two $2 bills, whatever it is you did.
Number one, a $2 bill is very rare.
Sure.
So they'll remember that.
Sure.
Then you throw a couple of them at them.
Yeah,
Now you're talking.
sure you are. And you're going to usually ask that person, if you're there for multiple days or nights, you're going to ask him, "Hey, can you bring me a crib? Can you bring me an ironing board? Can you bring me an iron or
Extra coffee.
or extra something?" So you're asking them to go the extra mile for you day after day, and expecting them to get nothing, and they get used to not getting anything. So when they do get something, like I said, I've sat down in the break room with them at the hotel at the DoubleTree, and they would always talk about how somebody left them money. And, what are you going to use it for? It doesn't matter what I'm going to use it for. The fact is, it made me feel like I could go to the next room. And so that's I think it's really a very important thing. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Let's not forget the most. I hate going to a restaurant and seeing someone not leave somebody some money or leaving them little to nothing. I think sometimes it's just you're not aware. I had a father-in-law who was rather tight. We were in a restaurant and we ate our meal, and the girl, she did a great job. We had a table of 10 people, and so I tipped her generously. And he said, "Why don't you give that to me? What do you give it to her for?" I thought, "Oh my God!"
Well, you didn't serve me dinner
Right.
tonight.
I said, "Well, look at what she did." "Yeah, I know, but they make money." I said, "No, they make $2.16 an hour."
And this was back.
Right, back. But today it's still only $2.73.
Really?
$2.73 an hour is what your waiters and waitresses are making per hour, and they're depending on you for their tips to get up to whatever it is. So you're actually helping them to make it. $2.73 an hour. Can you work for $2.73 an hour?
No.
And again, they're handling your cups that you spill all over. Your kid dropped the cup and it flew all over the table. The food became a food fight there at the table with your children.
People are rude.
People are rude and demanding. People are so demanding and willing to give and then walk off and leave them with nothing. So listen, if you're listening today and you're in a hotel and you don't do this, or if you're at a restaurant even also and don't do this, shame on you. That's what I say, because we need to do that.
What restaurant are you talking about? Because we're, like right now, we're in McAllister's. I didn't leave them any tip.
Yeah, McAllister's is...
This is what kind of service would you call this?
it's more of a self-serve type
almost,
place.
yeah.
They won't even take tips here, actually, in this restaurant. They say they can't receive them.
Well, they put it up there on that little credit card
Well,
machine thing.
I know, but these people here are making $10, $11, $12 an hour. So
Oh,
they're not
okay.
depending on tips here. But if you
Oh,
go
okay.
across the street to Rib Crib,
Yeah.
they're making $2.73 an hour. And so
So this is my personal, this is just, I've made it a point to always tip 20%.
okay.
Always.
Yeah.
Because I realize that a lot of people aren't getting anything. I can't make up for the people that aren't. But
Right.
I once again think, when a waiter or waitress gets the receipt and they see, if they figure it up, and I'm sure they always do, how much they get.
Cheapo. Yeah.
Or, there's my 15%, 10 or 20.
Mm-hmm.
And what's 20%? That's just an extra little.
It's nothing.
It's nothing really.
You can spend.
But you can make somebody's day
How
with
much
it.
do you spend on a soda pop in a week, or whatever your drink? My drink is a strawberry drink at Starbucks. They're $5.76 every time I go get that drink and put it in my hand and I drink it. And so it's just here. A guy told me this a long time ago, and I've lived by it. Now you don't have to live by this, but this is what I live by. He said if you go in somewhere, he said, no matter if I get a cup of coffee or what I get, if I go into a service industry place, my minimum tip is $5. He said, that's just it. I'm not going to go to eat somewhere that I can't take $5 out and put it down on the table. He said, that's what I believe I should do. And so I've lived by that my whole life. When I go somewhere, no matter where it's at, $5 is the minimum. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm going to give $20 every time either. It just means you're going to at least get a $5 tip from me every time I sit at your table. Nobody's going to be upset about $5.
Right.
They're just not going to be. And there's times that there's to give more also. But I'm just saying, so set a minimum for yourself. Just say, you know what? No matter what I get, maybe I'll give $2 every time. No matter what it is, if I get a cup of coffee, if I get a soda pop, whatever, I'm going to give $2 to that person who's taking care of me.
So should you tip if you get bad service?
Absolutely. I don't believe in the, well, if I didn't get taken care of, I don't get. No, you got taken care of. Here's why I say that. You don't know what happened in that person's life that day. You can't see the future or the past, and so you don't know what might have went wrong, what might have happened, they might be upset. Who knows what happened in their life? Maybe they're brand new. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're just not good at this, and they'll get out of it eventually. But you still need to be a type of person who's going to give. I believe that, hey, they're there, they're making an effort. I'm going to give them a tip. I'm not going to withhold.
Right. Yeah, I don't buy into that either.
I don't buy it at all.
Because
It's just an
could be
excuse.
having a bad day.
It's an excuse not to give money. It's almost like you have this power. I don't like that.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyways,
Well, there you go. There's being generous with the help, I guess is what you could call this.
yes, right. It is.
So, yeah. Is that it? Anything else?
I think that's it, Scott. I think, just be generous in every area.
All right. Well, for Mark McKinnon, this is Scott Townsend. Thanks for joining the Scott Townsend Show. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.
The Scott Townsend Show is a Dietzo Man production. For more episodes, visit the Scott Townsend Show YouTube channel, listen on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.